Greetings to all. Myself Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor IT Department from SNS College of Engineering. Now we are going to see about the sequence diagrams in object-oriented software engineering. First one, sequence diagram. The sequence diagram are the type of UML, that is Unified Modeling Language diagram, that visually represent the interaction between the object or the components in the system over time. They focuses on the order and timing of the messages or the events exchanged between the different system elements. Why we use a sequence diagram? Which it focusing on the some key reasons, that is visualizing the dynamic behavior, clear communication, use case analysis, designing the system architecture, documenting the system behavior, debugging, and the troubleshooting. And then sequence diagram. Here we have some notation for the sequence diagram. First one will be the actor. The actor is the type of role where it interact with the system and its object. It is more important to note here that actor is always outside the scope of the system. We aim to model using the UML diagram. So, for example, here we have the example for the actor. That is, we represent the user as an actor. So, the actor will insert the card. The operation will be the whether the card is accepted or not. And then second notation will be the lifeline. It is named element which depicts an individual participant in the sequence diagram. Here we have that it is represented as that rectangular boxes. And then here we have the difference between the lifeline and an actor. The lifeline always portrays an object internal to the system, whereas the actors are used to depict the objects external to the systems. And then third notation will be the messages. The messages, that is communication between the object, is depicted using the messages. The message appear in the sequential order on the lifeline. We represent the messages using the arrows, and then lifelines and messages from core of the sequence diagram. Here we have first one is here we have six types of messages. First one synchronous, second one asynchronous, third one participants are the creation messages, fourth one will be the deletion messages, fifth one self messages, sixth one reply messages. As I said earlier, first one synchronous messages. Here it is a here we have two. First one users, second one will be the devices. The users send the first will be the open application, and then whether the device is approval, the application will be the opened. Second one will be the asynchronous message. Do not wait for the reply from the receiver. The interaction moves forward irrespective of the receiver processing the previous messages or not. Third one, the create messages. Here the user created the messages. Here we have user and the order. Here the user places a new order. It will comes under the created message creations. Fifth one will be the delete message. We use the delete message to delete an object. When an object is deallocated memory or destroyed within the system, we use the delete message symbol. Here we have if we added something, the order receives. If it is not available, the order will be automatically cancelled. And then last one will be the self messages. Consider the scenario where the device want to access its webcam. Such a scenario is represented using the self messages. That is, user gives the open application to the devices, whether it is access, it is okay. The application will be open, otherwise it will be denied. And then seventh one will be the reply messages. Reply messages the user send to the open application, and then after the second one will be the access webcam, whether it retrieve that get the photo. If it is okay, automatically the app will open. Found messages. Last one, it is an it comes under like that hardware failures. And then last messages. Here the warning might be generated for the user or other software object that the lifeline is interacting with. Since the destination is not known beforehand, we use a last message symbol. And then last one will be the gods. Here, in order to able to withdraw the caches, having the balance greater than 0 is a condition that must meet the shown below. For some condition statements, we use the God notations. And then here we have the example for the sequence diagram. First, here we have a uses a user, device, and the database. First one will be the open application, and then second process will be the access webcam. Third one will get the photo if we detect the faces correctly, and then fifth process will happen, that is retrieved, and then sixth one, and then seventh one a display, and then eighth one it retrieved the music and then generated the playlist and then created that own playlist. This is the example for the sequence diagram. Thank you.